This is going to be question number 11. Question number 12. So question number 12 states that what is extraneous solution? Okay. X-ray. So I'll just tell you the basic definition of extraneous function. So whenever we have the roots of any equation and suppose we transform that equation, I'll just start it like suppose if we have any equation, then the value of the dependent variable or value of the, suppose if I have an equation f of x, then the domain of x is going to be a different domain. And suppose if I take the square, or if I take the square root of f of x, or if I transform that equation to just find the roots, then my domain of x is going to be it is going to be a different domain. It is going to be a kind of bigger domain. And when I put that value of when I put the value of the other domain back into my original equation, then it is not going to satisfy the equation. So this sounds kind of confusing, but I'll just tell you this with one example. And this example here we have an equation square root of x minus 1 equals to x minus of 7. And so the domain of this equation, suppose let's say this is the domain of this equation, and my x is going to be in this domain. Now if I take square on both the sides, then we get x minus 1 equal to x minus 7 whole square. And in this case I have a different domain of x. Now though these two equations are derived from each other, but the domain of this equation is different from domain of this equation. Now I'll just solve this equation to find the value of x. So what we'll do, x minus 1 equals to x square plus 49 minus 14x. I will subtract x minus 1 from both these sides and I will get x square. This will be minus of 15x, and this will be plus 1, this plus 1, 50 equal to 0. Just for simplicity, I'll just take the values from here. So I'll distribute this middle term as 5 minus 10x plus 50 equal to 0. Now I'll take x common. I'll take negative 10 common here. Minus 5 equal to 0. 5 x minus 10 equal to 0. Now according to this condition, my roots of this equation is 5 and 10. Now the actual thing comes here. So whatever I was talking about, you are going to see the actual thing from this step. So if I keep x equal to 5 back into this original equation, so let me just write my original equation. It was square root of x minus 1, x minus 7. So if I write x equal to 5, then this will become 5 minus 1 and this will become 5 minus 7, and this will be 4, and this will become 2, and 5 minus 7, this will become negative of 2. So you can see that x equal to 5 is not satisfying this equation. Now we'll go for 10. 10 minus 1 equal to 10 minus 7. We will be having square root of 9, which will be 3, and 10 minus 3 is 3. You can see that x equal to 10 satisfies this equation. So x equal to 10 is the solution of root of the equation of this one equation. But x equal to 5 is called the extraneous solution. So it is basically I'll just read the technical definition from here. So the extraneous solution is the solution or root of the transformed or simplified form of the given function. These solutions do not satisfy or are not valid solutions to the original form of the function. So you can see that in this domain, we have x equals to 5 and 10, but in this domain I only have x equal to 10. So this 5 is going to be called as the extraneous solution. So 10 minus 7, 3 is equal to 3, 2 is not equal to 3, 2 is not is equal to negative 2. So here we can see that out of two roots we have obtained only one satisfy the original equation, and that is as x equals to 10. Therefore, the root x equals to 5 is an extraneous solution because it is a solution to the transform function, but not a valid solution to the original function. Again, the solution given here is correct. Great job. And